Yeah. Telling you. Bubba keg full of coffee. Freaking game changer, man. Game changer. Well, alright. Don't blink. It's going to be a quick one. We've got 12 items going out. One late arrival. Didn't suck yesterday. We got saved at the closing bell. We ended up just over 300, which is like low end of where I want to be during summer. Gross. Luckily, nothing really expensive shipping, mostly postcards. Let's take a look at those. Boom. First up, Civil War Centennial firing on the Star of the West in Charleston, South Carolina. Chrome postcard, of course, Civil War, a bunch of guys dressed in friggin' Confederate shit. Of course somebody's gonna buy that. $3. Next up, Moonlight View of the Whiteside Mountain in North Carolina. I got a whole bunch of these Asheville Card Company linen cards in an album I bought off Mercari, I don't know, 2 years ago, but I bought it for the comics, and it ended up being a whole bunch of other cards in there as well, including a lot of these Moonlight Views of North Carolina. They've sold off really well. I made a lot of money off that album. Next up, the Doling Park Shoots in Springfield, Missouri. The shoots are always interesting, so people like to shoot the shoots. I like to shoot the shoots. This one sold, went back and forth with customer. He offered 5, I offered 6, he offered 5 again, I offered 6, and let him know this was already on sale, and he took it. Next up, Mealtime Roundup Among the Trees in western South Dakota. This is probably not too long after statehood, is my guess, the picture anyways. The postcard's early 1900s. I got 1885. This came from the Bremerton Flea Market down the street. We sold a big potato, the kind they raise in Maine. You know what? It's the exact same kind they raise in Washington, because I have this exact same postcard that says Washington instead of Maine. $3.55. Union Depot, Pueblo, Colorado. Obviously had some issues. Regardless, got $4.46. Then what's listed? Picked this up at the Flea for $1. Peppermint Candy Kids. If you guys don't know, Peppermint Candy Kids records do really well around Christmas. This is one of those Christmas time bolos, along with the Bing Crosby Merry Christmas and Nat King Cole Christmas. Anything Peppermint Candy Kids does well in decent condition. This one's only about VG, but I still listed it up at $27.95. Probably sit on it till Christmas, but that's okay. There is a Frosty the Snowman one that's quite a bit more valuable as well, so keep an eye out for those. Then we've got, also picked this up, I think for $0.25. This is G.I. Joe record of actual Mercury spaceflight and introduction to manned Mercury spaceflight. 45 RPM record, $25 on that one, VG condition. Picked this up at the Flea as well, paid $1. Gillette Open Comb Safety Razor. This is probably 1930s. Fat handle. Had to clean it. It was looking pretty nasty when I found it, but listed it up for $15. I picked up 2 more razors at the flea market as well, but those are all going to go into my razor graveyard, where they'll get mixed up and combined with other pieces to make new razors at some point. Listed these, got these from the sale that Cameron didn't want any of their junk, and got 4 of these. I think they just threw them in. Put those up, lot of 4, $29.95. They're vintage hand drills. Picked this up at the flea market as well. I'm kind of just going through the end of the flea market stuff. The only thing I really have left right now is the cassette tapes and like like I maybe have like 10 things left that haven't listed. Which, considering my car was completely full, I think that's pretty good processing speed. Listed that for $12. Got these out of the antique store. I got a box of VHS for free, and this was pretty surprising. These Henry's Amazing Farm Animals VHS. Pretty much all of these are worth money. If you find these, especially if you can find more than one, you got yourself a little gold mine. They never made it to DVD, so definitely a nostalgia factor. These I think are late 90s, early 2000s. There's like poisonous animals, like those do really well, but yeah, look it up. Henry's Amazing Animals VHS. $80 I put on those. I'm gonna probably let them sit for a bit, and if I don't get any action on them, I'll probably lower it down a bit. And then found this one too, Confessions of a Serial Killer. One of the horror didn't make it to DVD ones. If it was better shaped, this could be a $25 or $30 VHS, but I just listed up for $13. So there you have it. I'm still processing the Toad of Toys. That is, I'm putting that all into lots, and it's just I'm doing it a little bit at a time. Like my brain sorting activities like that I can't do all at once. So, but I've gone through and pulled out pretty much everything that I'm going to sell individually out of it. But I'm still kind of putting it into like what I have done is I've separated out all the McDonald's from everything else. I took out all the M&M stuff. That's in its own box. Now I'm working through the non-McDonald's stuff and putting together like with like stuff. So there's a whole bunch of miniature Applause figurines. I'll probably have a good $25 or $30 lot out of that, maybe more. There are a ton of 101 Dalmatians things in there. I've pulled out a couple of keychains and a couple of like individual rando toys that were in there too. So, and then some stuff is just going to go into other like junk drawer style lots later on. So I am working through it. That's going to take time. I probably won't get done with that for a couple of months, but it's getting there. I think I already sold one thing out of there too. I don't remember what, but I feel like I sold something out of there. I may be making that up. Oh, nice. I just sold a clock. $25 sale. Quick programming note. There will be no show tomorrow. However, there will be a show this evening. I'm gonna have a ship show after dark at 8:30. I know that Pittsburgh Picker is at 7. I'm trying not to walk all over their show too much, but I also don't want to stay up to 1,000,000 o'clock tonight. So I'm going in. I have 3 pickups tomorrow. They're the 3 pickups that I didn't do on my way out of the flea market that I was supposed to do because I filled my car. Oh, is my audio cancellation? Is that better? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Hey Don, did you watch It's a Mad, 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 Mad World? I did not get my lawn mowed yesterday. Ended up having to run around and do a bunch of other stuff. But that's fine because it was hot as fuck yesterday. And it looks like it's going to be cooler today. So it may have all just worked out for the best in the end. Yep, Dawn. Oh, that's Popeyes. Dawn. Although I feel like Popeye should probably lose an arbitrary point for non-attendance as well. I feel like maybe I pissed him off or something. So he'll just have to lose a point too for missing too many shows in a row. I mean, Buster hasn't been in here in like a month. I mean, he was in $1 Million Peddlers yesterday. I saw him somewhere recently. But listen, if it was some horrible reason, we'll give him his points back. But I don't think it was. Like if he's got a good excuse, like he was too busy with the It's a Mad, 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 Mad World Marathon, that point's going right back on there. On Whatnot? I'm not shopping on Whatnot, and I've made many. Points Nazi. I mean, I'll whatever. Points Nazi is acceptable. You know, probably it's more like all right. There's the postcards. All right. What else we ship? So this still tool thing for your belt. It's got still written on it. It's probably vintage. I bought it at the flea market, probably for $1, maybe for $2, possibly for $3. I honestly don't know. But it sold for $14.95, and I know I didn't pay that much. So there you have it. Okay. I know for a fact that it's not a good fit for all, and I certainly hope to keep it that way. Also, I'm joking around, so he's got his own life, his own stuff to do. Running all those Whatnot shows it's a lot of work. I missed a Shanna question. Oh wait. We don't judge beginner questions, don't worry. Try to buy in bulk for as low as you possibly can. Try to keep if you can, 10 to 25 cents. If you're cherry picking, you can pay sometimes $1 or more. But yeah, the more you buy, usually the less you're gonna pay. Hey, I just sold another thing. Sweet. This day might not suck. Hello, Mr. Wiley. Oh my goodness. What is going on here? Hello. What are you doing? Being roly poly? Yeah. 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 You want treats? Is this about treats? I bet it's about treats. It's usually about treats. Smell my finger. All right. I'm going to go buy my freedom real quick. I'll be right back. Come on. In case you ever have a question, who's the boss around here? He's got my number. Yeah, I would agree with this as well. It does, like, if it's an unidentifiable landscape, probably don't buy it for $1. But if there's anything of interest on it, buildings, people, a dog, horse, tree. Like, if you can identify the tree and keyword that could very well be something that sells it. All right. I sold some Polaroid film. I wonder if it will fit in one of these already made boxes. I've got this here. Man, this seems overkill. Oh, there we go. We'll just use this. Very true. Very, very true. One of the challenges, I think, on Whatnot as a seller is that doing lots of postcards takes a lot of time, and you sort of have to set a somewhat high starting price, because if it takes you 10 minutes to go through a lot of 100 postcards, or even 5 minutes or 7 minutes, and it doesn't get a bid, you just threw away that time. It can be, yeah. Although I think, I've definitely found a lot of good deals on Whatnot for postcards, but it's still more than, honestly, Shanna Bobana, Banana Fana Fofana, you're going to find better deals on eBay if you're diligent. 100% guarantee you. It's not going to be as curated in a lot of cases, but like, you can find better quality at a better price. Let's show you. Okay, here's one of my favorite searches here. We're gonna go for vintage postcard album. I use the keyword cards because people who post the album with the cards in it will usually say XXX cards in there most of the time. All right, so we're going to go for auction. Yeah, you didn't want the pin. I get it. All right, usually, here we go. So right here, 400 plus, holiday, RPPC, topicals, views, vintage postcards, antique album, must see. Well, this person doesn't know shit about fucking titling their things, but that's a big, thick old album full of postcards. Right-click image always on these, and you can go get a much better close-up view. So we've got Ridgefield, Connecticut. That ain't nothing too special. State Capital. That ain't nothing too special. Jesus card. Nothing special. Christmas. Meh. All right. What's on the next page? Christmas. Dog with chickens. I've seen that card before. Here's a novelty romance. Nothing that special, but what are these real photos here? Looks like we got maybe some farm equipment. Yes, indeed, you do. We got a tractor. So that could easily be like a $10 card. If you can identify the tractor. There's some people with, I don't know, they looks like at a lodge or out in the forest or something. So that could maybe be, $3, $4, $5. People sell. These novelty romance is kind of what I call them. These like this one here and this one here. Usually between like $3 and $6. If they're BAM forth, they'll sell a little bit better. We got some kids here, some ladies dancing on a beach. That's the New York St. James Cathedral. Got another real photo here. So we've seen 3 or 4 real photos so far. It looks like some guys roasting their weenies over an open fire. That could be a good one. It's got very like a hobo kind of feel to it, right? Or trampy kind of thing, like tramp in the old like rail hoppers. So another novelty romance, Valentine's, New Year. Another real photo, just sort of a regular, another Valentine, another novelty romance. It's 400 cards too, so they're not going to be able to show everything. Here is a, what's his name? TC something. This guy. It's an artist signed down here. I forget the name of the guy, but it is an artist signed. His stuff sells like $3, $4, $5 as well. Some Dutch stuff. Always going to be Dutch stuff. Or real photos. Let's see here. This lady looks like she's next to a cannon. That's interesting. Bunch of novelty romance. Here's another artist sign down here. I forget the name of this artist, but oops. Sorry about that. Motto cards do okay. $2, $3, $4, $5, somewhere in there. When you get into deep water, keep your mouth shut. Interesting. Held my breath as she drew out her money. I know this. I can't remember the artist name, but you could probably do an image search and find it. There's a beach, looks like probably Orchard Beach, Maine. Got some more real. I mean, there's a bunch of real photos. This one looks like military. Yep. I mean, some more topographical. This looks like it. Washington's birthday. Got a New Year's cards. White bonnet girl. Night view of somewhere. Can't read that, but Scranton, PA, night view. So probably not too uncommon. We got a tunnel somewhere. Tunnels do okay. So this isn't a bad album, right? But oh, there you go. That right there could make a big chunk of your money back. That's probably going to be Oberlin in Ohio, or it just might be Ohio. That dude is almost certainly a basketball player, I'm going to say. So that could do really well. right, and what do we got here? Another kind of Christmas landscape meh. That is super interesting. Cruise ship. This guy looks like he's punching this dude through a pillow. Cruise ships. So back in the day on cruise ships, they had weird games. Like they'd hang up life rings and people would just go run and jump through them because cruises are boring. You have nothing but downtime. So people got really creative doing stupid shit. So there, between that and the Oberlin basketball player, you could be looking at, $25 a piece on those pretty easily, maybe more. You're not going to be able to. So really, you're not going to be able to see. You're not going to be able to see everything, right? Here's another hobo kind of thing. You're looking for indicators, right? Because you're not going to be able to see everything. So what kind of collection do you think you're buying here? Obviously, this is a untouched album, right? It's full. There's Long Island, Boardwalk Avenue, Long Island. That's good. Rockaway Beach. That's good. So what I see here is this. I see a collection that hasn't been picked through, right? This is somebody's album that they had. There's the Armory at Saratoga Springs. There's going to be a lot of cards in here that you're not going to be able to see because you only get so many pictures, right? But I've seen really interesting real photos. It is possible that this is all the interesting stuff in the album, but you don't know. But you're looking for indicators, right? What are you going to bid on? Right now, it's at $160 plus $15 shipping for 400 cards. So you're looking at roughly about 50 cents per card, which is a little bit high, but you've got a decent idea of what you're getting. It's less than 50 cents a card, but you could probably do this for 200. And if you won at 200, you'd probably be pretty good. You'd probably do pretty well. There's plenty in here. That I see that you could make your money back. I probably wouldn't go too much over 200, maybe like 210, 215. But I see a lot of like $5, $6 cards. And I see a couple really nice $20 plus cards. I like these motto cards. They do okay. They're a little long tail, but they do all right. When you get in deep water, keep your mouth shut. I like that. These novelty romance can do okay. They're a little long tail as well, but 3, 4, 5. This looks like maybe a clap saddle down here at the bottom. That's almost definitely an Ellen clap saddle. So yeah. So that's one album, right? When it just says holds 180 cards, that's usually not good. So let's look at auction highest first real quick. Skip over your international. It's usually not worth it. Estate photo album photographs. I'm going to skip that for a minute. 105. These are all UK. Another thing you can do is do minus holds. Because the people who say how many it holds, they're probably only interested in selling the album for album value. Okay, so let's look at this one. All right, so right off the bat, you see some non-topographical stuff, floral. Their pictures are upside down, but it's not even a holiday, right? New Year's, all these floral ones. These things are less than a dime a dozen. These are like a dime for 20 dozen. There's little Easter fantasy stuff. There's a couple in there. Large letter To My Dear Uncle. These can do okay for about $3 a piece. But there's a Face and Flower, that's okay. But what are we at? $125, and they want 163 as a buy it now for more than $1 a card, right? You don't want this. Not this is that is a hard pass. If I probably wouldn't even pay $30 for that. It's nothing good. Vintage postcard mixture in the UK. Probably there could be stuff in there it's worth looking at, but we're just trying to look for the better stuff and not UK. $101 scenes, 89 real photo. It says Swedish scenes. How do they know? Oh, yeah, those are Swedish. My bum is on the Swedish. Shipping postcards. See, that could be good. Might even be worth paying for shipping from the UK. $15. Look at this. These dockside ones do really good. Quarter deck looking forward. Cannons. I don't know what ship that is, but we got internal. Nelson standing, so probably like a pirate ship or something like that. This could be really good, actually. And it's $13 a card. It's got $13 for the lot right now. You're going to pay $30 in shipping, right? So right now you're at about $45. But that's about 25 cents a card. It's in the UK, right? So there's going to be a lot of people who see that shipping charge and are like, don't even, or see that it's in the UK and don't even look at it, right? So don't sleep on the international albums. Ships do great. Just ask Mark over at SM Postcards. Honestly, you could probably buy this album as is, pay for the shipping in, sell it for double or triple if you got it at a decent price. That's White Star right there. I recognize that. I've had that card before. This is White Star too. White Star lines, as you know, is the Titanic line, and you can usually tell just by the color of their ships. So, and again, you're not going to see them all in here, but there's some good indicators there. I've sold this card. This sold for like $20 too. This one right here, the where'd it go? This one. So, you're gonna when you start listing, you're gonna get a feel for some like what sells, what doesn't, what's good money, what's high money, what's not high money. And then, when you're on eBay or any other auction site, you're not going to see everything. So you're just looking for the key indicators of like what is really good. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's if it's mostly real photos. 200 postcard, like it depends. I would have to see, but probably good. All right, I got stuff to ship. All right. I sold a DVD, The Big Question, featuring the cast and crew of The Passion of the Christ, which, I don't know about you guys, is my favorite movie of all time. Even more than Sneakers, and It's a Mad, 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 Mad World. I'm joking, of course. I've never seen The Passion of the Christ, nor probably will I ever watch it. No amount of arbitrary points could ever get me to watch The Passion of the Christ. I have had my fill of religious themed anything for my life. I reached my quota. I no longer have to submit myself to it anymore. I was an altar boy. Quota filled. You're welcome, God. Yep. Correct. Hey, Popeye is here. Okay, Popeye. Who told you that I was talking about you and told you to come into the show? I know somebody narked. Laser focused on other things. Like, were you watching the It's a Mad, 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 Mad World Marathon? Just say yes. I understand laser focused on other things. All right, Popeye, you get the point back that I took away. If I can find it. There it is. And in purple. Sold this Lincoln Continental advertising brochure from the 60s. Check out that. Who does not want a Lincoln Continental? I want a Lincoln Continental. I want a Eldorado 2 and a 16 gun in my pocket for fun and a razor in my shoe. Oh, that's not necessary, but thank you, Popeye. I get it, man. All good. And thank you. Totally not necessary, but thank you. I'll make sure to come spend it on your one of your whatnots. However, Dawn, you don't get any points back until you watch It's a Mad, 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 Mad World. I don't. The benevolent points dictator does not bend that easy, usually. thought I had it, but I do not have it. All right, we're gonna. Can you guys tell how not in a hurry I am today to start mowing the lawn? Is it coming through on the on the show at all? I'm gonna trim that one more time. Make sure we're out of the way. Doesn't do good on double thick cardboard. I will say that. But still got through it. It's just there to protect this thing. Good to see you in here there, Papa. Thank you for coming in. Would make a great art car. I have seen some, I think, built out of Continentals. Alrighty. 9 ounces on that one. Just going first class. Made like $4 on the shipping. That's nice. Yeah, man. Rent goats. Honestly, like, I was watching a Philly flipper, and he's got a humongous yard, and somebody mowed it for $40. And I'm like, my yard is like a tenth of that size. I want somebody to mow my lawn. I would pay $40. No, I don't. I'm cheap. I'm just gonna mow it. It's gonna take an hour. It's no big deal. I don't even think it'll take an hour. I just hate doing it. All right, next up, sold this. It is a Cleveland show brush, promotional material. And if you guys don't know the reference, if you ever watched the Cleveland show, there was a running. It started also on Family Guy. I feel like the Cleveland show is a little underrated, but let me fix this audio thing again. Cancellation. All right. But there was a running gag.
What the hell? No, 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 no! Hey, Peter, can you blow that towel rack down here? Thank you.
Oh, good morning, honey. That feels really good. What? Hey! What the hell? You're not the same giraffe from last night. Get out of here!
What the hell? No, 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 no! I gotta stop taking my baths during Peter's shenanigans. And away we go. No, 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 no! I can't feel my legs.
Look, you get the idea. So the brush sold for $22. Echo cancellation back on. I am not off my meds. In fact, I got new meds yesterday. Both prescriptions, all the way filled. All right, I got this here box, which if this is under a pound, may work just about perfect. 12 ounces, baby. That's what we're talking about. Ooh. Thumbtack in my foot. Where did that even come from? Oh, I've squirreled more than usual because I'm procrastinating mowing my lawn. I am avoiding focus. We are going to do late arrivals, so there's 3. Good job. All right, I sold a rock. That's right. Sold this here rock. This rock sold for $55.75. It is petrified wood, polished. It's been in the store for about 2 years. But I know that this kind of stuff can do well, and petrified wood especially is one of those things that I know can do well. I have no recollection of where I got it. It's about 2 pounds. Yeah, that's a first for me. I don't think I've ever sold a rock on eBay before. But I've done it now. How did I say I was shipping it? Flat rate padded envelope. And I charged a handling fee. Smart me way back when. Yes, thank you. You list, you sell for sure. Uh, I when I was a kid, I used to be a little bit of a rock hound, and I do have a workable knowledge of geology. Not anything extreme by any means, but a non-zero knowledge of of identification. Anyways, in terms of value, not so much. All right, kids, let's go grab the late arrivals. Alrighty. First up, Library of Congress. This thing's been around for a minute. Washington, D.C. Herbert Love collection. So that one's coming up on 2 years. All right. Then we sold the clock. Be right back. All right. Those are the things. See you back upstairs. All right. There we go. Postcard, not anything special. Inside of the Library of Congress. I think that's the one. Is that the one I grabbed? I hope that's the one I grabbed. Otherwise, I gotta go back down. Yep, that's it. Undivided back. Herbert Love collection. There we go. 536. Not too bad. Uh-oh. It's getting sunnier. All right. Then sold a vintage Studebaker truck parts catalog. This came out of the antique store and it sold for $27.86. Don't think one of these is going to cut it. Default cut. What we got these clear plastic bags. No, you did not lose points. You're good. Sal, you can come up to Bremerton and mow my lawn for me if you're itching to do it. I'll buy a beer for you. All the beer you can drink. You can even crash on my couch with Buster. Probably not Buster, but Wendy. Wendy will cuddle with you on the couch for sure. Buster will walk all over you at 3 a.m. and pat your nose and maybe bite it if you're lucky. All right, we are down to the last of the last, unless something comes in the next minute or 2 minutes, or however many minutes it takes me to pack this clock. Why can't I get this off? There we go. Sold this clock. It is a Sunbeam electric wall clock. If you find these in metal, you know what that is, right? That's the international sign of money. It's like, you know, the difference between shag carpet and Fugatti carpet? That's what it is. Sold this here clock for $25.95. It was probably up for $24.95, and I did $1 up to just mess with my pricing. So yeah, that's what it sold for. So what we're gonna do here. Go to the UPS. This looks like an appropriate box for this. pretty much perfect. Couldn't really ask for much better. Get a little extra padding in there. That's a little bit of extra padding. Doesn't need much more than that. We'll get some on all sides. I don't love. I'm actually not going to pad that because I don't want it to crack. If it gets struck on the side, I want it to have a little bit of a buffer. So there is a gardener that lives like across the alley that I had for a while. He's too damn expensive. There's no like I've looked around for like cheap lawn mowing, and I haven't found like I mean $40 like every 2 weeks I'd be fine with. I don't think I need it every week, nor do I want it every week. It's loud. Just don't. But yeah. But, yeah, I'm done. And since I don't have a lawn mowing, what I need is there needs to be some like goddamn industrious teenagers who, mow lawns for money. There's no more industrious teenagers. Goddamn millennials ruined it all. And whatever they are now, Gen Xers, Gen Z and Gen whatever. There's no more industrious teenagers, is what I'm saying. All right, everybody. I'm going to mow the lawn. Hope you all have a fantastic day. Reminder, no show tomorrow. Instead, show tonight, 8:30. I know Pittsburgh Picker's still going to be going, but I'll probably still be going too, assuming some things sell. Hope you all have a great day until that point, and we will catch you all on, the Flippy Flop. Peace out. Bye.